Hello, Saurabh. Hello, Saurabh. Hello, Saurabh Tiwari. I think there is some bandwidth problem at the end.
Hello, hello. And
Hello.
hi, are we together now? Can anyone confirm that you can hear me, please?
Yes, now I'm hearing you, Saurabh.
I can hear you too.
Awesome, thank you.
You are from
So,
which place, Saurabh?
I'm connecting from where you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
The background is a WebEx stock background. It's not really
Yeah,
my real background. So,
I can understand that. Okay. Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. Where are you located now?
Well, I am in UP right now, to be
Okay.
honest, but I'm based out of Pune these days.
Okay. Good. Okay. So you're working from home now.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Okay. How many days you were there in Pune?
Uh, it's been what, about 5 odd years now?
Mm-hmm.
Five, six odd years in Pune, going on 7.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's October. It's October. I think I've completed 7 just recently.
Oh, all right. Okay. Good. Mm, mm. So, when did you complete from Triple IT Allahabad?
Uh, I got done 11. Yeah, 2011.
Or 2011. So about 9 years from now, about 8 to 9 years ago.
9 years. Yeah, that's correct.
What was the branch you were a student in IT or you were a student in ECE?
I was part of the division of MBA and MS, so I'm an MBA
Okay,
alumnus.
okay. That's good. Nice. That's
Do we have any other folks from MBA or MS in addition to me today?
Professor Anupam would be able to tell you that. Okay.
Okay, sure. And I see Vijay sir has joined. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yes, Saurabh, how are you?
Good, good, sir. How about you?
I am good. It's nice to see all of you again. What
Likewise, sir.
happened,
Likewise.
what happened to your hairs?
Something good, I must say.
So, Anupam sir, when should we start?
I think that it's slowly joining, Vijay.
Yeah. So we can wait for say 5-10 minutes.
Wait for 5 minutes. Then
Okay.
Professor Anupam. Hello, Professor Anupam.
हेलो
Hello, Professor Anupam.
मेरी आवाज वॉइस नहीं जा रही है?
They are still to join, Professor Anupam. People
I'm not
to
able to
join.
listen in.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, people yet to join.
Yes, sir. Actually, I think 60 attendees have joined so far. So, shall we start, sir?
Oh, 60 have joined already, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, but then okay, I'm not getting the count here. Okay.
So, I think we can.
73 have joined.
Yes. So, actually, basically, there are, speakers, including everyone, is 14, and other are actually our attendees, which are 60. So, I think I will request our associate dean to start.
No, let us wait for 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
देखिए कुछ हमारा ये यहाँ पे ये नहीं आ रहा है पार्टिसिपेंट वगैरह लिस्ट हम देखना चाहें तो नहीं देख रहा है उसके डिटेल्स कम दिख रहे
It is now 6:40. Anupam?
Yes, sir. Actually, it is 85 now.
Oh shit.
Good evening, sir.
Rishi, I heard you.
Good evening. Evening, sir.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening, sir. I can only unmute myself. I can't switch on my camera. I think so. It is disabled for
Okay,
the other
I'm hearing
attendees.
your voice.
And the admin please all of them in mute mode. There are so much echoing going on.
I think Anupam, we should start now.
अच्छा जैसे मुझे आवाज थोड़ा लेट में आ रही है पहले चल रहा है
Dr. Vijay ji, are you available?
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm there.
So you may start this thing so that one by one we can take the events.
Okay. So, on the very onset, I would like to welcome all our beloved alumni. At the same time, I also welcome all the panel members, honorable directors, CTPA, Sirsu sir, and other faculty. So, since we are already running late, so therefore, without wasting the time, I would like to call Professor Anupam Agrawal to give brief about this webinar and the objective behind this webinar. Anupam Agrawal.
To Dr. Vijay, I would like to thank I would like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. P. Nagabhushan sir, our honorable director, for encouraging us to organize this webinar. And I am also thankful to all my committee members, alumni committee members who helped me to actually plan this event. My colleagues here to basically suggest me. Basically, this kind of event will be like be a start point for future interactions. So, with this, I also welcome all my alumni who have found actually time to attend this. In fact, I am very thankful. And you are actually busy in their work because all of you are engaged in your different type of research activities or whatever different jobs you are doing. And I think out of these, speakers, five are abroad out. So they have also found their precious time to attend it. I'm very thankful to them. So in fact, I feel that in fact it's very important. Our alumni are the ambassador of an institute. Basically, when they go and join different, institutes or organizations or industry, basically through them actually a reputation of our institute builds up because the people there they feel that our alumni actually they are very hardworking, intelligent, and they are very good in innovation and all these things. So that creates a good actually reputation about our institute. So that's why I feel that our strong association of our institute and our alumni is really very important because they are in a stage now they can help us in many ways. In fact, I had a discussion with my members, alumni committee members, and in fact we have designed one set of actually possible ways in which an alumni can contribute by means of various methods like having special lectures related to his or her expertise area. Then there are so many activities institutes are doing, like we are currently adopting new education policy where we need some help from our alumni who are in that kind of company who are developing softwares. If they can extend their help for our ongoing this start, we are starting this education software development for based on new education policy, which is very challenging. So these things actually where our alumni can greatly contribute, I feel. So with that aim, actually, when I took over as a dean, technology and promotional affairs last year, so my first effort was actually to make our whatever information is in our records in the files, basically to digitize that. So we have almost completed that objective. Whatever current information whatever information was in the of our office records, like of about alumni, like their names, their which batch they admitted, and when they have passed out, and their date of birth, other things. So we have created that digital database, which is, I feel, is a starting point now with connecting with our alumni. And in fact, most of you have observed that when we asked you to give your choice about your which type of activity you would like to associate yourself with our institute. So you were asked to enter your name and enrollment number. So sorry, name and date of birth, password. So with that, actually, we could do it with our digital database only. And in fact, we have developed also one alumni management system where actually an alumni can log in with the help of enrollment number and date of birth, and later he or she can change the password, and then he or she can enter the current information about himself or herself, like which organization he or she is working, and other things, means their city and place, etc. And also, actually, we want our alumni should keep on telling us about their achievements time to time, because our government, particularly MHRD, etc., they are actually asking time to time about our achievements of our alumni. We need to provide that information. And in fact, all this information is very important for bringing reputation to institute, because our many alumni are doing very means innovative things, very constructive things. Like last time we had organized one webinar by Dr. Samir Menon, who's our alumni, and he had established one very good company in US, and that is a very profit earning company. And that way, actually, and he has done his masters and PhD both from Stanford University. So they are creating, a lot of things which you are not knowing. Once we connected with them, we actually requested him to basically deliver a webinar and telling about his scientific contributions. In fact, I observed that by listening that many actually our students and alumni, they were actually asking him very different questions, and which were helpful for their future plan, future career. So these type of things, I feel personally that if we have good connectivity with our alumni, our existing students who are studying in triple IT, they will be also largely they will be benefited by actually, suppose our alumni extend their help in their mentorship of their projects, or we have now innovative and innovation and incubation center where we are encouraging our students to for startup companies kind of thing. There also our alumni can help us. So now we will have such kind of plans, and many of our alumni has given us their willingness on different. We had prepared a questionnaire of about 18 to 20 points, and we have now information. And from that, I am very encouraged to see that many of them are willing to extend their help to their alma mater, for so that we can further actually build up strong ties, and we can help each other. So this kind of activity is there. So and our honorable director sir is having a lot of interesting ideas how we can actually make use of this kind of association for win-win situation for both. Our alumni will also be benefit. Like we are having a lot of new things in current. Actually, after our honorable director joined our institute, we have started programs like professional programs, like for working professional programs, for like working professional MTech program, PhD program. So those alumni who are in a good organization, but they are actually still having their like BTECs and these things. If they want to improve their education qualification, IIT will welcome them. They can register and do the thing research means in part-time basis kind of thing, and where there are guidelines we have made, and those are all available on our website. If they approach us, we will very happy to help them. So in that way, we are planning set of activities in future, set of what kind of benefits we can extend to our alumni. Like we already have decided to extend our guest house facility for alumni who are visiting our city, and for their personal purpose or official purpose, we can offer them guest house without any very subsidized cost. And similarly, many things are there in our mind, which we will let you know in due course of time. And also, we want to have strong ties with our alumni in terms of various research activities and other things. So I think our honorable director sir will speak more on it, and I'm very sure my office, TP office, will try to take your suggestions in this regard. I am requesting all my alumni to basically send their suggestions on our official email ID, alumni@iita.ac.in. And if they give suggestions, we will try to incorporate in our future plan. And in that way, I am very sure that with your cooperation, we will develop strong ties. And in fact, the whole idea is to bring the reputation, great reputation to our institute. Like already I am aware of that if you can see our website, already our institute is now again at a good position, like 10th position. I remember India Today position, and QS ranking also, India ranking around 20th or 25th. So it is improving under the guidance of our honorable director, sir. So with your support, I'm very sure this we will come very soon in the first five itself, maybe in next few years of top engineering colleges in India. And with that kind of aim, and so we want to actually, this is a start kind of thing, start meeting with our alumni, and this will continue in future with your help. So this actually, I thank all my alumni to basically who have joined today, and they have given their precious time to join, and who are willing to contribute to their alma mater for its upliftment and its reputation, other things. So, and then I will request now Dr. Vijay Chaurasia ji to carry forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your introduction and encouraging word. I hope our alumni will get inspired by your thoughts and will try to contribute more to the institution. Now, I would like to, or our institute people like to listen from our alumni. So, first of all, I request Arkham to share his views and the possibilities in which alumni can help the institute in growing further. Arkham, please.
Thank you. Morning when I received the email from respected. I mean, it's nice to connect with you all again. So the first thing that I would suggest to all the alumni present here to get connected to their mostly to their clubs in the institutes, as most of them most of the students have been a part of the clubs like ECEL, music club, tech committee like Geek Heaven. So let's start from the bottom to up. So first contribute to their clubs, then move forward to contribute to the institute, because as small as you contribute, it become as big as possible. So that's my suggestion for to all the alumni to contribute to all the alumni present here.
Thank you, Arkham.
Thanks.
Sure that small contribution make big ocean. So after Arkham, I would like to request Jiten Agarwal to please share his views on better association with the alumni. Jiten, go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak here and really help to reconnect with my alumni and with all respected professors and you. So essentially, sir, I would also propose that we can have a network.
Please also introduce yourself. Which batch? When did you leave Triple IT Allahabad? Okay.
So I was in
And
2015.
one more suggestion, you can go a little slowly because you are speaking very fast.
Okay.
So, because it's webinar, so many people are connected over the network. So, it becomes difficult to basically get you. So, please, if you can go a little slowly, that would be better. Please.
Yes, sir. So I hope everyone is doing great, doing good in this difficult times. So I am a 2015 pass out, and pass out, yes. And after that, I've been working as software engineer. Now started my own spices business, and basically we are building a spices brand, and we are shipping our spices to the entire world, mainly countries like Singapore, Dubai, and China. So I would like to suggest that we can create a small Slack channel or where we can communicate with each other very often, like share our achievements and share our whatever job postings that we have, so that way we can help each other out quickly and in responsive. I am guessing like all many of us already use Slack, so that's good thing to have already. So that's how we can keep connected to all the alumni matter.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Jatin. Actually, there are a few people who are facing problems to join. So I was just helping them out. Anyway, so let us call the next candidate. Maybe we can call, let me see the list. Okay, let me randomly call then Rahul. Rahul, you can go ahead. Yeah,
Okay.
meanwhile, let me fix the issues of some of my friends.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm really glad that I have given this opportunity to speak all the Triple IT alumnus as well as the students who are participating in the meeting. For me, I passed out from Triple ITA in 2015. I was same batch with Jiten. He is my batchmate. I think for me, studying at Triple IT Allahabad was like really nice experience because some of the thing which I really liked about the institute was we were given the chance, like we had this policy of 24-hour open lab, like which was really great. So most of the like whatever we are doing as a software engineer is like hands-on thing. So even that resource, like having a computer access to you all the time, was like really great. Then I was part of Triple IT, our in-time team, which was the networking team with Mithilesh sir and several of there. So there also I learned about all this server and lot of technical stuff. So these were like really great opportunity which I got as a student, which has helped me really develop my skill and actually apply in like real life. So I would also suggest like whoever the students are there, like they should use this kind of opportunities and don't feel like you never worked on a server. Utilize the resources which you are getting from the college. Later on, after that, after passing out, I started like joined Disney in Mumbai, and thereafter I am switching to different companies. And right now I'm working in a Spotify in a Stockholm. Actually, I relocated here from Singapore just maybe a few months ago, so it's a completely new place for me. And then I'm realizing that we don't have any alumni network here. Particularly in Europe, the alumni network is like quite sparse. So what I am thinking of contributing at the moment is like maybe consolidating whoever are in Europe and like get together and then organize some of the like first organize our alumni itself, and then like contributing to the institute. So that's what I will be looking forward to. That's all. Thank you, everyone.
Great, Rahul. So I would like to share that we have started the tradition of organizing alumni meet at different places. So we have already organized one alumni meet in Delhi, one in Bangalore, and the institute is planning to go to all the places where there is a good population of our alumni. And our director sir is very proactive in that. He always encouraged to go to the places rather than calling the alumni to the institute, which is very difficult because then movement of hundreds of people will be required. Rather than we, a set of faculty members along with the officials, will go to the places and try to connect with our alumni so that we can have a better understanding, better bond, share our views, etc. Right. So thank you. We would definitely like to get associated with you and try to organize more and more alumni interactions in this. Okay, after that, let me introduce Mr. Hars Bharadwaj. He is the president of present Gymkhana. So, to all the alumni, let me inform you that in 2014, Institute has started a student body which is known as Student Gymkhana. It has its own constitution and it is basically managed and run by the students only. So there is having elections every year, out of which senators are being elected, and these elected senators are basically then electing office bearers like president, secretary, treasurer, speaker, etc. So their functioning is like the functioning of parliament, and they are taking care of most of the student activities, as well as they are giving constructive suggestions in institute functioning, institute administration. They are also part of all the decision making bodies of the institute at the moment. So be it Senate or be it any committee, we try to get the input from the student body as well. And Mr. Hars Bharadwaj is the president of this 2019-20 Gymkhana. So now I would like to request Hars to share his views and uh, suggest the ways in which student field, the present in student field to connect with the alumni students. Hers, please.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Director, sir, Registrar, sir, Dean TPA, sir, Associate Dean Student Affairs, sir, respected faculty member, our alumni, and my fellow triplets. First of all, good evening to one and all. Thank you for having me here. Myself, Harsh Bhardwaj, and I am going to be speaking to you today on the occasion of Alumni Interaction Webinar. Well, I'll start off by quoting Michael Mead. Mentoring is an activity that has timeless elements which can connect us to the universal ground where nature renews itself and culture becomes reimagined. The greatest aspect of our esteemed institute is probably the array of exceptional graduates it has delivered to the nation and to the world. IIIT Allahabad's alumni base has done extraordinarily work and earned a reputation for excellence in pioneering not only in the field of technology but also in the realms of PSUs, management, entrepreneurship, research, and have brought paramount glory to the institute and its lineage. Such experience, when supplemented with knowledge and meditation, yields an unhedged clarity and profound perspective which can solve formidable problems and clarity that can identify them. Well, students and alumni meet where the pressure of future meet the presence of past. And thus I, as representative of student fraternity, have come to you all to seek guidance under your experience and wisdom, fueled by the resolve to take institute to even greater heights and strengthen the bond between the institute and its clients by proposing opportunities that are lucrative to both the institute and its students and the alumni and their corporation. Although there are zillions of ways our honorable alumni can aid our institute, I would like to touch on a few spheres where their vast experience can insights can help us keep the intensifying competitiveness of the work. I'll start off with institute activities. The institute seeks suggestion from alumni about how it can prepare itself and the students to face the new and upcoming challenges in the world of technology. And in the departmental activities, the skills and experience of our alumni can assist us in updating the curriculum and methodologies of their respective department to inculcate newer methods of teaching and keep up with the requirements of the respective industries. In field of research and incubation activities, our institute has crafted and delivered a plethora of great researchers and incubators to the world. We have several fascinating alumni who can help us develop the atmosphere of incubations and intrigue students towards the research opportunities with the help of events and curriculum. Now I'll come to training and placement activities. Our institute has boasted unparalleled placement and training activities in the past few years and has delivered better results each time. With the presence of our alumni in almost every respected corporation, we are in a position to invite them to IIIT Allahabad for their corporation's placement activities. Well, I find this one is perhaps the most crucial benefit our institute can archive from the esteemed alumni base. Well, now come to student gymkhana. As sir already told you, like student gymkhana conducts the student body. So student gymkhana conducts a plethora of technical, cultural, and sports events throughout the year to help the students all-round development. Our diverse alumni base can help us reach corporation for crucial association with various companies and in introducing new events and competition for the students for their all-round development. This will also help increase the involvement of our alumni with the institute's activity and students. And finally, I would like to conclude my time by thanking our marvelous alumni for taking the noble initiative of helping us improve and by commending the institute's management and the students for their untiring enthusiasm for perpetual growth, even though we have come a long way and now stand with the top technical institute of the nation. We can always find room for improvement and excuses for development. And I find that very fascinating about us as learners. Thank you.
Thank you, Harsh, for introducing about the Gymkhana and how alumni and Gymkhana can work together for further development. Now I would like to request Siddharth Rauchari, to please share his views on association with the institute.
Good evening, one and all present in today's alumni meet. So first of all, most respected our director, Triple IT, Professor P. Nagabhushan sir, my supervisor, Professor Anupam Agarwal, Professor Vijay Kumar Chaurasia sir, Professor Shishu Verma sir, who are present in the present, who are present at here. And other faculty members who are there. So myself, Dr. Siddharth Rautrai, I joined IIIT Allahabad in 2009 as a research scholar, and I completed my PhD work in 2015. I got awarded. So presently, I am working as an associate professor in Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, deemed to be university and an institute of eminence, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. So I would like to thank all my esteemed faculty members, my teachers, for giving me to take part in the alumni meet, and it is a very great opportunity for everyone to be part of this. Academia and these also who have the PhD doctoral degree from Allahabad. So there is a lot of opportunities. What I feel that there can be for the people who are at present, because a lot of my colleagues are in NITs, IIITs. They are all faculty members. So what I feel that there can be opportunities related to the joint collaborative projects, guiding and supervising MTech, BTech students. So we can contribute in guiding our MTech and BTech students who are there in IIIT Allahabad. Along with that, so many later technologies are coming. So we also conduct some sessions and talks. We can motivate our juniors who are there in the research scholars for the MTech students. So we can also deliver some talks or some motivational talks to them as they are our juniors. So we can help them to and guide them towards their path of success. So I feel that academia, the students who are in academia also, like my PhD's friends and all, they can contribute a much if we go for a joint collaborations in project works, research projects, and other activities. Thank you.
Oh, Siddharth, thank you. That was very informative. So, as per the minute-to-minute program, now the turn is of Honorable Director, sir. But Director, sir, if you allow, can we take a few more students, and then I think you can summarize and give your better view on the whole event. Sir, may I?
Sure.
Yeah.
I would love to listen to them.
Yeah. So after that, let me call Saurabh Tiwari, because most of the students so far are from BTech, IIT or EC program. So Saurabh is from MBA. So let me call Saurabh to give his views that how uh, these people can also help in MBA and MS program of the institute.
Thank you, sir. That's an absolute pleasure. And in fact, the pleasure is, that much more. Am I audible?
Yes,
Hello.
so go ahead. Go ahead. You are audible,
Great.
loud and clear.
Great. Okay. So, yeah, I was just saying it's such a pleasure to be able to connect with everybody, and especially the faculty, which I had the pleasure to work with before. And well, it's good to see this happening. I have not really had the pleasure to attend another of these alumni association meetups, being in Pune, where one hasn't probably happened yet. So yeah, good to see this happening, and absolute pleasure to be part of this. Now, coming on to the situation that's going on worldwide today, I just want to share my wishes that everybody is hale and hearty, fit and safe wherever we are. Going on to a quick interview about not interview but introduction about myself. I've been working since 2011, which is when I passed out of this MBA IT program of the institute. So that's about 9 years now, and I'm currently working with IBM, and in the past I've worked with more organizations than I care to list out for you and bore you with that. So yeah, there's that. Sir was saying about sharing our views on how alumni may better engage with the institute. A few things come to mind, and one of which has already been kind of addressed by Professor Dr. Anupam Agrawal, which is the institute is about to extend further education possibilities and support to alumni, which is a greatly welcome move. On my side, as an alumnus of the institute, the thing I see most as an area of my own contribution to the institute would be development, won't say development actually, streamlining and aligning the academic curriculum to what organizations require today. And I think this is something almost every alumnus should be able to help with in their respective fields of work. So I'm into management consulting, kind of aligned towards information security, but not exclusively to that. So that could be my area of contribution. Similarly, there could be stuff that people are doing in artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, big data, all of that good stuff. Our people are there, they are working in those fields, and I'm sure that they can share some insights into what the industry is looking at to obtain from institutions in the coming years. One of the fields is quantum computing, ML, I have already mentioned. So yeah, that's one significant area of alumni contribution that I see that the institute stands to receive from alumni. Apart from that, I'm based out of Pune, so I'm open to networking. Anybody who's in Pune, let's get in touch. I think the institute can share our contact information with the group here so that we can, connect. in our individual capacities, and whenever the alumni meet happens at a local l- venue, obviously it's something to look forward to. Well, that's about it from my side. Thank you for having me, and thank you for listening to me rant for these 3 minutes.
Good, Saurabh. Thank you for your willingness and willingness of all the alumni members to contribute to the institution in some way or the other, be it academics, be it uh, in other way like providing internship, consultancy to our student and so on and so forth. Taking it forward, let me call now Santosh, Gautam Santosh, to share his views on how we can strengthen the association between alumni and
Thank you, sir. I am honored here to I'm honored to be here today for the alumni meet in one of the finest institutions in our country. Truth be told, I was not the most studious lad in the college, but I found myself working on hackathons, working on open source projects, and most of them while bunking classes. And the thing is, the college gives us a lot of time, and it did for me, and it helped me found what I wanted to do with my life. And these college clubs were the stepping stones to where I am right now. And if they need any help, I can help out in whatever way that is possible. I passed out in 2019 from the dual degree batch, a course that is no longer there. Sad. After college, I spent my time a little bit traveling and then try to build a product by myself. And then I got a job here in Berlin, and I work here as a machine learning engineer. Machine learning, something our college had way too many courses and projects about, and I'm really thankful for that. And I hope that still stays. On my free time, I work on my own startup like Feature Monkey. And as the world is getting more online now, and the courses from MIT, Stanford, everything is like free and accessible, we need to work sure that the quality of the courses in our college are in par with these online courses. Otherwise, the future students won't have a strong reason to spend like 4 or 5 years of their life. So one of the ways I think we can ensure quality is to publish our lectures online, and thereby like bringing more quality, like refinement. And I think all of the alumni will be willing to do something like that, regardless of wherever they are from. And I think we should take a step towards that direction. And our college is a peculiar place at first. You kind of hate it, then you start liking it, and then you miss it a lot. And it gives us a lot of opportunity to build a lot of cool things and meet a lot of people who care about the things you do. And now that I'm out of college, I think that's one of the things I miss the most. And I am open to giving guest lectures, like I said, and also like the connection between our alumni, I think, can be improved a lot more, because in college there was this something, and that's not longer there. But maybe we can make it happen 100%. Maybe we can do like 20% or 30% of it, and it can help everyone. If you need anything, please reach out to me, or thank you. Have a
thank you, Gautam. So I think COVID is an opportunity, has brought opportunity to all of us. Now we can online associate with all our students, be it in India or abroad, wherever they are, they can associate to us online, and they can contribute more in this coming scenario. So it has given us a new horizon to explore, and where we can come face to face and discuss our things and come up with a solution to the problems. Thank you, Gautam. Then now let us call Hemant. Hemant is the next student, and after that we have one more student, Rachit. So after Hemant, Rachit, and then we can listen here, director sir. Hemant, please go ahead.
Hey, thank you for inviting me, respected sir, Vijay Chaurasia sir, and thank you for taking the time to chat with me today. I am 2010 pass out, IT. I My brief background is I worked in India for 3 years before going to Bay Area, working there in various startups and running my own company for last 2.5 years, and just came back to India like in June this year. I can certainly help if anyone is thinking of starting a company. In any of the alumni or even students, just reach out to me. Goodly, the currently the company I'm working, was a part of the Y Combinator. If you don't know, look it up. So that's very prestigious and everything. That can help. That's the best way I can help.
Yeah, great, Hemant. So you try to keep your 3 minute time.
I don't have much to speak, sir. But like the only thing I can say about Triple Eight Allhabad, that it gave me so much freedom. I was first of all lucky, very lucky. I got into this late quota thing. Like
So
I think,
as a chit chat, let me ask you an interview question.
yeah, sure, why not?
What were the good things that you enjoyed Triple A ITA and they should continue?
I think I so I was not one of the studious one, right? So my I don't know GPA was 7, like so I was like just below not failing but not passing. So for me, I got a lot of freedom and I got to experience a lot of stuff. Like I was working with Mithilesh sir, I was able to was part of PRC. So those were the things like that gives you a lot of breadth of experience. So you like taste a lot of things and you figure out like okay what do you really like. So that was very very useful to me. And second of all, I consider myself like very very lucky I even got to triple id because like I came from I guess quota ranking and this like I had like 1 lakh rank and everything. I did not even deserve to be in triple id, but by stroke of like I was there, but I made best use of it.
Only in triple ITA, we feel and our fundamental is that if the student is in the campus, then he is involved in some kind of learning. So
Yep.
whether he is working with Mithilesh ji, working with some other guy, working in by his own, he is always learning, and that is what we are trying to provide all the students.
Yep.
So after that, let us call Rachit. Rachit, please go ahead and share your views.
Thank you, Vijay sir. And thank you to our organizers for organizing this. My name is Rachit, and I'm a B2K tech pass out. I passed out in 2014. And after that, I worked for multiple startups like Quicker and Common Floor in Bangalore. And for the last 2 years, I am running my own startup. I founded a startup called Party Hunt. It's a music event startup based out of Goa, where people can find all the party music events happening. So it's running for last, and I got really positive response from my users. Almost 50,000 people are using it, and more than 1,000 venues are registered on the platform. So yeah, so the way I contribute to this group is I'm available for guest lectures. We need to build up a startup culture in our institute, especially for budding entrepreneurs, because that's the future. And we can streamline this network of maybe potential investors, budding entrepreneurs, interns, and so we can really build up this startup ecosystem. So yeah, I'm open for everything that is required for this. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Great, great, Rachit. So, out
Sir.
of the discussion today, I feel that our alumni are eager to contribute to the institute, but
Yes, sir.
we are the one who are unable to tap them. So we need to, with the help of Dean TPA and our blessings of director, sir, we should
Yes, sir.
prepare a comprehensive plan to get our alumni back to the campus in online mode, maybe they
Yeah.
should also be part of our campus now. With this, I would like to request our honorable director, sir, to share his views. As I present you that most of our alumni are eager to contribute to the institute. So I hope we can make a platform to take them on board. And I request you to share more opportunities or more ways in which we can get associated with the alumni members and share your experience with us, sir.
Good evening to all of you, and good morning, good afternoon to Europe crowd. Good morning if there is somebody from USA. Hope I am audible to all of you. I'm
Yes, sir.
I'm very happy when I heard nine of you speaking so very well. You really spoke hard. You really represented the cross section of IIIT Allahabad ever since IIIT Allahabad came into existence. Today, Ahmad spoke, Jiten, Rahul, Harsh Bharadwaj, obviously the representation of present IIIT, Siddharth, and then Dr. Siddharth from KIT Bhubaneswar, Saurabh from MBA, Gautam Santosh, Hemant, and then Gachit. Finally, Gachit spoke. So started from a very serious note of getting connected to very serious, again a very serious note of we remain connected. So all of them had one common thing, that we should remain connected. In fact, when all the seniors spoke, they were so very fascinated to remain connected not only with IIIT Allahabad, and they wanted to be of some great help and great value addition to our younger generation in IIIT Allahabad. Reciprocally, when Harsh Bharadwaj spoke also, he expected the same. So he wanted that Harsh Bharadwaj expressed that the younger generation, the outgoing generation, would remain connected with the seniors so that they can really know about the professional world much better than just being in IIIT Allahabad. So the feelings are very reciprocating, the feelings are really resonating. I'm very happy. And I really liked some of the things, like one common factor is connectivity. All of us would remain connected. And as Dr. Vijay Chaurashia has been mentioning, that all of them would like to see IIIT Allahabad would go high. All of them would like to contribute to IIIT Allahabad. And surely this sets a trend, this sets the pulse high that all of us should somehow join together to tap the potential. Naturally, the help does not always mean money. The help really means the expertise. The help always means your support. The help means your vibrancy. And the help definitely means the way you can really be associated and remain associated with the institution for the long time to come. Your words of wisdom, your words of experience would really be a greater help to our younger community. In fact, I would definitely come to that point a little later. This is around 7:25, and I shall be speaking for about 10 to 12 minutes. You would surely be carefully listening to. Point number one: your IIIT Allahabad is still an young institution. Your IIIT Allahabad has just completed 20 years, and to commemorate this completion of 20 years, these 2 years, starting from 2019, 2018, we have been celebrating this as, we are observing this as going beyond 20 by 2020. So we have completed 20 years. So we are going beyond 20 years by 2020. So the curtain raising was done by our Honorable Vice President of India. A mid period was observed by the great person who was responsible in establishing IIIT Allahabad in Allahabad, Dr. Murli Manohar Joshi ji. And now we have been waiting for the conclusion of this great ceremony 2020. So why am I mentioning this particular point is, naturally, again, I am not asking you that you should send some money or contribution to run this conclusion program. But then why I'm asking you is, to the extent possible, we would like to conduct it as a face-to-face meeting in Allahabad if possible. So if naturally this pandemic has not been allowing us to make it possible, we've been just counting down and trying to see when that could be possible. Yeah, earliest it could be December, and December would be a lovely month. You know that in Allahabad you would definitely enjoy December and January. Possibly in the transition of December or January, that's 20 to 21, we should be able to conclude, during which time I certainly would love to have as many alumni as possible coming into this campus. This should be at least 1 or 2 days event, at least 2 to 3 days event, where all of us shall join together and spend some fruitful time together. There must be different types of interaction. There must be sports events where you can mix together with the younger generation. There must be some other one-to-one interaction with the younger generation. See, this interaction really would be a great learning opportunity for our youngsters. And it is also a sharing opportunity. It is also an experience learning opportunity for all your faculty in IIIT Allahabad. So you should be proud that your IIIT Allahabad has completed the 20th year, now is stepping into the 21st year. These meetings are definitely the great linkages. And now, blessing in disguise that this is happening on a virtual mode. The advantage of this happening in a virtual mode is the larger number of you can join here and can express yourself and can be very comfortable in joining. And that's the reason I requested Professor Anupam Agarwal to keep it on the weekend so that everybody could comfortably join, a larger number of you could join. I'm seeing that a bigger cross section of you have been over here. It's a great event. So these events, these alumni meetings are to understand not only you, also to make you to come closer to us and make you feel that you would be very responsible in shaping up the budding generations also who are yet to come out from IIIT Allahabad, which will also mean a greater direction to IIIT Allahabad itself in understanding what are the expectations and what are the anticipation from the rest of the world. That's an interesting point. Now, having spoken to you and having been in discussion with some of our past students, not only here, elsewhere also, and having been in a discussion with a lot of people who have been at very high positions in the industry, we understand that all engineers, the moment an engineer, technocrat, or a manager, whosoever, when he takes up the job, lot of work will be in planning. And then definitely people have got to work in the team. They have got to be involved in planning. And then they have got to be responsible in implementing it and executing. Everything shall not happen over one night, but however, there shall be timelines also which are given. Like, for example, if some project has been given, you could be given a timeline that it has got to be completed in 3 weeks, or it could be a timeline that is a big project of 6 months, or it could be a timeline that it is a big project of 1 year or whatever it is. Now, this type of training, in this way, the candidates in the institutions till now were not getting trained. That is the reason why the new national education policy, which has been now circulated in India, has been speaking about avoiding this one-time examination at the end of the semester, because one-time examination at the end of the semester cannot achieve anything, cannot accomplish anything. I'm very sure all of you would have felt that this one you are preparing only for this one-time examination. I really liked when particularly Gautam Santosh spoke that his association with IIIT Allahabad started with a hatredness, then he started liking, and then he is missing the campus. And when he was in the campus, he was very honest in telling that he preferred not attending the classes, he preferred bunking the classes, but nevertheless, he knew that he learned quite a lot in IIIT Allahabad. So we would like to really understand this, and we wanted to convert this request or this general phenomenon among students into the learning modality. This itself has got to be has to become a new medium of learning. New medium of learning doesn't mean that we should bunk the classes, but then we have got to reduce the monologue sessions, which are normally expected by normally the conventional conservative teachers think that it is monologue sessions and monologue teachings inside the classroom, which has got to happen. Am of a different opinion, and naturally, I was holding this opinion very strongly. But now, national education policy, which has come out, has just been helping me. It has been supporting my ideas, and it has silenced all the critics, which were very conservative and very classical in terms of delivering the lectures only, and they believe that that is the only way of teaching the students. It is not the way, it is not the right way, it is not the only way which has been understood. And when people like Rachi, people, many of you, when you spoke, you always wanted to have a more free time, which means you should have a greater assignment on planning the events, on planning the things, on planning and executing and implementing. Therefore, the monologue in the class should be as much reduced, but the class, any 1 hour class should imply bigger projects and bigger problems, bigger assignments given to every one of you, if possible, in a small group of 4 members or 5 members, because that is what is going to happen in real life also. In real life also, you are going to make a small team and you are going to work in a team. That has got to be simulated. If our students, if our candidates are going to be well prepared for that, before they leave the pedestals of IIIT Allahabad, there cannot be anything better than that. I'm very, very sure that all my alumni will agree upon this point. That is why national education policy now tells it, but we realized it at least 3 years ago itself. Our arguments now includes the greater part that it is formative assessment and it is continuous assessment, reducing the weightage for the final examination. But final examination again has got to simulate the industry situation. Well, all youngsters like you would be involved with planning activity and executing activity, but occasionally you would be involved in managing a crisis. There will be a system failure, there can be a system crash, there can be a sudden call. You have got to attend that. That sudden call, system failure, system crash, bringing it up back to life, they all indicate the crisis handling. And this crisis handling has got to be done, has got to be taken up by every one of you very boldly and very, very courageously with a greater commitment, because the hopes in each one of you would be so high that you are very sure to come out of this crisis. You are going to solve this crisis. So this final examination or so-called examination should be able to simulate such a crisis. So within the crisis has got to be handled in a limited amount of time, and therefore there has got to be planning within that limited amount of time and execution within the limited amount of time. So the final examination or the summative assessment has got to simulate the crisis. Our young teachers in the campus, our committed teachers in the campus are training themselves, are putting themselves into this track of bringing up the students both on the formative basis and on the crisis handling basis. This has been because of my deep discussions with the elder, with the senior students like you from various campuses, from various industries. That is what has happened. And I'm very, very happy that some of you expressed very clearly that you would like to be associated in the teaching, learning activity also, in making the youngsters to learn better, giving them the tips to learn better, and in the teaching activity, giving us the directions what are expected, etc. That is the reason why we have also thought that there has got to be a scope, there has got to be a room for a holistic education. It should not be only examination oriented education, it has got to be holistic education. So this holistic education has got to be in every course, not only in the ambit of total BTech program, total MTech program, total PhD program, or an MBA program. It has got to be in every subject, every course being taught by the teacher should approach a holistic approach. That's the reason why we decided that we should have a different format for covering the course. This new format is called LTP format, lecture, tutorial and practicals format. So the lecture format, the new connotation for lecture, tutorial, and practice, LTP is not that. Please listen to me. The lecture is now, L is for listening. So students have got to understand, have got to have the patience to listen, and this listening does not come quite often, and it has got to be reduced. The whole intention is monologue has got to be reduced, but students should be prepared to listen to that, because that is the only time that they get the time to comprehend and to know what is expected, to know what is the depth of what has got to be covered and the breadth that has got to be spanned across. So that is the L. L for listening, T for transacting, T for discussion, T for transacting, and this transacting can be with the peers, can be with the tutors, can be with the teaching assistants. That is where the role of you people would be very instrumental. You can be tutors in those T classes, in those T sessions, because the T sessions need not happen inside the classroom. The T session can happen technically across. The T session can happen by the non-formal or a non-formal discussion with any one of you. And there is another session called P session, and this P is for participatory learning. Is not practicals through participatory learning. So one has got to participate, and that is where again the contribution and again the inputs from the industry people like you, inputs from the professionals like you would be very interesting. In what way these T and P sessions have got to be designed will be let known to us, let known to your teachers in a sharing basis, and also because of your involvement in conducting the TNP session, our students would be very much enriched and they would be very strong before they come out. So this structure of LTP would give an open-ended structure where TNP could always be revised from year to year. Syllabus, it automatically gets revised, because the way in which we revise TNP, we update TNP will definitely be will definitely be making it very big. All right. So this one particular point. So IIIT Allahabad has been the first institution. I'm very proud to tell that this open-ended learning mechanism, open-ended teaching mechanism, open-ended participatory learning mechanism platform has been built, the medium has been built in IIIT Allahabad, and it has been made the ordinance, and that is the reason why, in spite of pandemic, we have been able to do, and our students, wherever they are, they have been able to respond to the whole learning process. So, as National Education Policy tells that we encourage the participatory learning, and this participatory learning now has got to be triangular prong. One, we the teachers; two, the learners; three, the real bridge, which is because of our alumni, because they are the people who are going to direct not only the teacher, also the learners, what is expected and in what direction this T and P, the tutorials and the practice have got to shape themselves, will be helping to shape themselves and emerge out more successfully than just merely preparing for some, in the quote marks, the useless semester and examinations. Because one has got to get prepared for life, one has got to get prepared for the greater part of the life. So then people were talking about startup initiatives. I'm also wondering, of the past 2 weeks, I've been very strongly wondering how startup participation, how innovation participation could be converted as a part of learning mechanism itself. So in lieu of a project work, can somebody get into startup activity? In lieu of internship, can somebody get into innovative activity? So can startup and initiatives and innovative initiatives, experimental initiatives, or some exhaustive initiatives of combining with some startup, associating with some startup company, can that be converted into a learning module? Can those be converted into credits? I personally feel that it should be possible, because in place of the conventional projects and the mini project, we can pile them up, we can compile them up together, and we can let the candidate totally to be free from the campus, let us say for 6 months, let us say for 1 year, and from 6 months to 1 year, this startup participation and whatever the experience he has gathered in the startup participation and whatever the knowledge, whatever the verticals he could pick up, and whatever the horizontal skills that he could manage to pick up during this. See, skills are all horizontal, verticals are the way in which he would grow. Yeah, all these assimilation could always be converted into some credit equivalence, and the credit equivalence could be brought into the requirement, partial fulfillment for the award of a BTech degree. That is where I want to sit with some of you, and I'm very, very sure that this should be possible. But only thing is that we want to be more open-minded. We have got to be more critical and creative-minded. More so, my teachers have got to be more open, more critical, more creative, because all these are learning mechanisms. Finally, everything is a learning mechanism, and this learning has got to be holistic, has got to be integrated. I'm very, very seriously thinking about this particular point of how candidates can be nurtured into startup. For example, I know very well Ahmad is very much interested in such a creative activity. I know very well. In fact, when many of you spoke, particularly Gautam spoke and then Rachit spoke, they're all very, very clear about the initiatives, the involvement with the startup, and why that should not happen within the 4 years of BTech program or within the 5 years of the integrated BTech program or the dual BTech program. Why it should not happen in the MTech period? And there is a project work period. This is how it has got to happen. Let us see how the things will take a shape. And I have got to tell one more important thing. From today, I have just 1 year and 7 months. All new proposals have got to happen within 6 months or within the next 1 year. I'm very sure the next director could be more democratic and more very, very proactive. I'm very sure about that. But then you let the things happen as early as possible so that the next director would be able to implement them more effectively with his imagination added to that. This is one particular point which I wanted to mention, and that is where a subgroup from the alumni should help me, should discuss with me in greater detail, because somewhere I'm very sure that this startup and innovative activities can become part of learning mechanism. This has got to happen. Now, the other way around, today, institution, I have been telling my deans recently, I told my heads of the departments also, when PhD scholars come or when MTech scholars come or even when BTech students have been over here, they will start searching the mini projects or they will start searching the projects. They just try to, most of them search the mini projects or projects just to complete a BTech degree because it is a partial requirement of the BTech degree. But somehow that this project itself is the real pedestal, real steps of learning would not be appreciated, would not be understood when one is a student. On the contrary, just recently from the past 1 week, I have been speaking to heads of the department and deans. The institution as a whole should think of multidisciplinary problem in consultation with our alumni. What is expected in the industry, what is happening in the industry, what is happening in the professional world, and what are the local requirements, what is happening in India, what is happening in abroad. Taking all of them, the institution should be able to define the institutional theme problems. And these institutional theme problems should further be decomposed into departmental level problems. The institutional theme problem should be multidisciplinary problem, because when a problem is tackled at an industry level, it is not just in the area of information technology, it is not just in the electronics and communication technology, it is for a problem from the society which has got to be tackled. So I have been telling them that we should define the theme problems of the institution, and further these theme problems of the institution should be decomposed into cognate problems of the various departments, and tell our young students, look, these are the burning problems and you should take up these problems as mini projects or major projects, main projects in your BTech level, in your MTech level, and subsequently in PhD level also. That is where the two guides, the two supervisors, the doctoral committee, the research committee, the advisory committee could be composed of our alumni who are more interested in advising such problems, as well the academic guides who can give a real direction, who can tell what can be more creative, and our advisor, our teacher advisors would be more critical in analyzing the performance also, which would add to the novelty. This has got to be thought. There are many interesting problems like if you are from Delhi area, you understand the stubble burning is a big problem, and there is no information technology which has been able to give us the data, which has not been able to give the information about the stubble burning. And that's a big data mining problem, and information technology has failed to analyze this big data mining problem. And the electronic sensors have not been available, which can sense early the direction in which the smoke is moving. A lot of things could be done. Naturally, management has got to come in, information technology has got to come in, chemistry has got to come in, physics has got to come in. All of us can solve the problem together. There are a lot of disaster management, disaster recovery, smart city problems, garbage cleaning problems. All of them ultimately would become one or the other engineering problem when they are broken down. We have got to have this multi-pronged approach, and we have got to sensitize our younger generation to solve the current problem, to think about the problem, not to think about getting a degree. Degree will happen. Degree, award of a degree should be a byproduct, but learning and participating in problem solving should be the main avenues, which will be more taught by our alumni, because the age difference is not too much, and they can reach to the hearts of the younger generation. In order to do that, I really love that you should have some chat session. Like one of you mentioned that there must be some chat medium, there must be some social networking medium where you get connected with your youngsters. I really love to introduce some new concept that our alumni should get involved with our youngsters as well with us also, on the model like some weekend loud thinking. Oh, you make yourself available for some chat, or for some social interaction, or some networking interaction, or some whatever it is, gossiping on a weekend. So give some time on Saturday evening or a Sunday morning or sometime. So that can be for weekend. They call it as gossiping chat only. Let everything start with a gossip, but then ultimately it will not end into gossip. It will end into some creativity, because we cannot fill up the time only with gossiping. So this weekend loud thinking session should be possible, and this weekend casual